I'm Elena Kent, and if you're watching this, I assume that B Theater is something special to you. Maybe you're on the staff, or you're a volunteer, you're a creative artist, you're an actor. Maybe you're part of the youth program, or you're a parent of someone that's in a youth program. Maybe you've been to one show. Maybe you're just really involved in the arts in San Angelo, or maybe you're just curious. I'm hoping some of you out there are the parents that have come up to me after Literature Live and told me about how you had to read the same book over 20 times before bed, and it was worn out by 2 or 3 weeks after Literature Live because your kid loved it so much, and eventually they were reading that book to you. I know that things are different at B Theater right now. If you didn't know, my husband Kevin and I have moved out of San Angelo and made a home in Austin. San Angelo is still super special to me. It's where my parents are and my family is there and some of my very, very best friends. And of course, the B Theater family, or as we like to call it, a framily. Friends, family, framily. So here we are in the middle of big changes. So what I want to say to everyone who's watching is to embrace change. Open your mind and open your heart. It's cliche, but it's true. Change is inevitable. Change is necessary, and change is hard. It's hard for all of us. And it's going to be hard for everyone in the community that loves B Theater because we don't really know what's going on. We don't have all the answers. But we're trying to be as transparent as we possibly can about what the future looks like. And there's several of us that are taking a step back because our lives are going in different directions. It's a change of seasons. My kids have all grown and left the house, and I am so excited to plant my roots in Austin and start concentrating on my husband and I and what the last chapter of our lives looks like. We know eventually there'll be weddings and grandchildren, and we're just really excited and really thankful that the whole B Theater family supports this move for us. Some of us have kids that were in diapers when we started B Theater, and now they're in high school and they're doing a lot of traveling and they want to be at those games and do those things. So some of the people that you're used to seeing around B Theater won't be around as much anymore, and you'll still see a lot of familiar faces also. The board of directors is really committed to seeing B Theater evolve into something new, and that means we need a lot of you in the community to step forward. If you're feeling creative, if it's something you've always wanted to do, let us know. We need all the support we can get. We need creative support, we need audience support, and we also need sponsor support. COVID was really hard on all the arts, all over the world. Our little theater, which only has 80 to 90 seats, cannot stand alone with ticket sales. We have to be on a foundation of donations and sponsorships. And that really fell off during COVID. We lost 2 years worth of income. And so now we're climbing back, and it is not easy. It has been really hard. This has been a hard year. Our show that we are finishing out right now is doing really, really well, but it's a big show, and big shows are expensive and they take a lot of people to make it work. And that's where B Theater's feeling the pinch. We're a much smaller crew. It's a much smaller team, but we're still here. And B Theater is going to stay, but we need all the support we can get. So I just want to say in closing, thank you for listening. I won't be at a lot of these developmental meetings because my time is up at B Theater. I'm starting new somewhere else. It's time to let leadership change. It's time to embrace new ideas. It just makes sense for the natural progression of leadership to not include me. And I will be cheering from the sidelines, and I will be watching, and I will be driving into town to see shows and outreach and see all my friends. I'll be back. All of us will. We are changed people for the better. We have learned new skills. We have gained new confidence. So we're going off and we're doing other things, and it's the way it should be. That's the way it should be. You build people up and send them on their way to accomplish new things in the community or outside of the community, in the world. So it's as it should be. And I am honored to have been a founder, and I am honored by all the friendships and all the support all these years. And I thank you so much for opening your heart and sharing your gifts and your talents with B Theater. I can't wait to see what the future holds.